All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully, most high in your house. I was blessing you all day. Um, by His mercies, we aren't consumed. Literally, by His mercies, you aren't consumed. I was just actually listening to the morning prayers. Um, early this morning. Like I try to do it every each month. I mean, each day that the Lord lets me live. But also too, man. Like the brother Kwame Call even said, Shalimar said, and that's just really that Lamentations 3:39. That's really like this. That's so key, man. Not 3:39. That's key too as well. What the living man do complain? But yeah, that even speaking that we're alive in the Most High House of body and also we're naturally alive. But that Lamentations 3:22 is very deep, man. It's like really just thinking about us because I'm about to actually go into this, a little bit now, man. But it's really by His mercies we really aren't consumed, man. Because I was just thinking about, like you know, just think about it, man. Like the brother even said, each day, like even that's showing the Most High in your house has power. But each day the sun even rise and it goes down. Each day, let's get Matthew 5:25 real quick, man, because that's just showing the Most High in your house has power. But even like this is by His mercies we aren't consumed, though, man. But yeah, because no, this is actually all tying into what we're going to talk about. So, and also too, I'm going to revise certain scriptures, kind of correct certain things, because I was looking at that last night. I mean, I found it out a while back, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna go into it. Let's get this Matthew 5:45, man. Because listen, man, that's how He does it on His people, man. And that's just through His mercy you are consumed, man. Because listen, the righteous and the wicked of our people, He still takes care of. Ironically enough, not ironically enough, but listen, but this is Matthew chapter 5, and that all goes into being merciful. Because listen, because the Most High house I can do. That's what He expects us to do. But anyway, let's get Matthew chapter 5 um and 45, and that ye may be children, that they may be children of your Father which is in heaven. For He maketh His sun to rise on the evil and the good, and He sendeth rain on the just and the unjust, on the faithful and the unfaithful, yet just and unjust. And He maketh sun rise on the evil and the good, man, of our people, man. So that's really why His mercies are consumed. But that just goes into that, man, because I was just going thinking about this. No, let's just grab this too, because I was actually shout out to the brother sent me the first one. I was watching in class yesterday. One of the older videos. He mentioned this too, like in a lot of times too, because here's the thing too, because this is at Jeremiah 6:2. Because listen, a lot of times women get upset with this, but really, it's just honestly this scripture alone. It says no wickedness is a wickedness of a woman in Ecclesiastes and Sirach 25, man. That's just really going to that. Here's the thing too, because we just read it yesterday. We just read in Psalms 12:8, the most vile men get exalted in this society, in this world, in this current world, man. So that scripture doesn't absolve, even Sirach 42, 14, when it says, listen, the churlishness of a man is better than a woman, because it's going to, there's certain things there's certain things when I read this word, I can just know by experience, man, because certain things, my life, I can know that scripture is true just by experience, man. It's going to really their nature, man, because at the core, the brother said, now women, like the brother Chronicle Judah used to say, man, women really aren't good people for the most part. There are good women out here, but for the most part, they're just because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if a man or woman is righteous and wicked. That's the thing. But that scripture that doesn't absolve wicked men. That doesn't at all. No, that's just the even scripture says there's a wicked woman is given to a wicked man as well. So that doesn't absolve them anything too, because actually, yeah. Ironically enough, at work yesterday, I got a coworker. She's Edomite. I think she might be quote unquote Jewish, but her name is Susanna. I told her, listen, oh, Susanna, like the one in the Bible. She said, oh yeah. So yeah, but my point is being that bring that up because I saw her yesterday. But and Susanna, no, those wicked elders, the precursors to the Pharisees, those wicked elders in Babylon, they didn't get away. So no, as I could tell, it's not saying that when it says it's going to nature. Because what did Solomon say? Out of a because yeah, that just goes into show you, man. It doesn't really about because listen, he said out of 1,000 men, I just found one upright, one faithful, one good. But out of women I found none. So that's what kind of the brother Chronicles used to say, man. Because certain things as women did on because women, let me say this too. Women are inherently they're inherently selfish. Not meaning that they some don't care about others, but it's really okay. What's going to benefit them? What's going to because I mean it's in their nature to do that. So men had to understand that because that's why you see a lot of these MGTOW repeal guys. They had to understand that. Listen, there's that's part of their survivalist altar, like the brother Chronicles Judah used to say. They're survivalists, so they're gonna think, okay, what can this? Okay, how can I be? No, it's really good, but that's just in their nature. Like, is it really okay? How can I survive and this and that? They're survivalists. They're not like, there's few, because like a lot of times in the word, and I mean in the world and life, Jake always like the locks, said that Rodder died, or like Tupac and or Jay Z, that Bonnie and Clyde thing. Like, that's a rare woman that has for you, and also too, that's where that and that's where even spiritually, like, that's why even Yahushua said, listen, die, like, if that's the case, die for your woman, because he died for his, like Adam died for Eve. So it's all spiritual. Things always starting spiritual than the physical, because you shouldn't really, and really can't, yeah, you really shouldn't, like, expect your wife to like die for you. If you do, that's like a really like a Proverbs 31 type of thing. Like, wow, okay, wow, that's just really, really, because most of the time too, the women, they're going to be more oh, not saying, because no, like, let me say this too, because I was actually talking about this the other day. Like, yes, they're supposed to, like, they're supposed to if there's a situation like biblically, like, when a woman has to save their children and her husband, she's supposed to choose her husband. But I'm saying modern day times, a lot of times the women, they're the children, because they're just used to, they carried them in their womb, they were part of them. So that's just like, a lot of times with I'm just talking about nowadays. It's kind of like in the nature to protect their children. Now you have a rare woman. Like, it's rare that you find a woman that that would choose a man, especially in this time, they would choose their husband over their children. Like, that's just, that's just is what it is. Even my stepdad, like, he's a Jehovah's Witness, but like, even my stepdad even told me, I said, listen, now me being a word, I'm not even mad at that, because that's how it's supposed to go. He said, listen, because like, my stepmom, like, him and my stepmom, like, they agree, because he said one time I was over there, listen, this is all the children that you got. I don't want any more children. And she was okay with it. She's on one accord with him, and I love my stepmom for that. But he even told me, he says, listen, man, if it ever came down to a situation, me, I had to save her or save y'all, I had to save y'all. And like, now me in the word, like, and before the word, I kind of understood, but I was like, I understood, because I was like, okay, listen, that he's in the word, he's Joe Witness, that's believable. But now being the word, that's how it's supposed to go. Because listen, that's the covenant you made with, your wife. I didn't make it, but then also too, they're supposed to be old enough with they're with their own wives, or or if they're not, they're just like, supposed to, take care of themselves. Now let me say this too, because I know I'm bouncing around off the point, but and let me say this too, a side note, because yeah, like even those, like, because especially our people, man, they think like, okay, once you're 18, you're done. No, once you're a parent, you're a parent for life, man. And that's what it is. That's what, like, even certain parents told me, like, listen, man, like, well, some of my people, my family, I'm pretty sure your brothers and sisters too, like, a lot of times we just kind of do that, like, just want to kick them out too quick, and that's not really conducive. But that's neither here nor there. But I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is too. But my point being back point is being is that, going back to the point, it's just the fact that, it's like, it's nothing like, about the women's wickedness too. That's just like not. It's also talking about what that holy mirror. It's talking about like not only a natural one, but it's also talking about like, like we talked about the other day, like, Israel, man, or Most High House as a woman, man. That's just is what it is too. Because like this the same thing, same way I just mentioned, right? How women are inherently, like, selfish. They're gonna do certain things that, just to benefit them. That's why most people won't serve the Most High in your house. I mean, like, this most, like, okay, it's just like not gonna it's inherent for you to say, okay, how is it gonna benefit me? That's why people look at the Most High in your house like a genie, but they're not, because a lot of modern, like, especially a lot of modern Western women don't understand this. Listen, it's not a man's job. A man's not, our sole purpose is not here to just benefit and entertain you. That's not certainly purpose. Like, because like we always mentioned in Genesis 2, Adam had rulership and dominion before Eve got in the picture. Same thing as the Most High house shot, Alpha and Omega. They was here around before we was even considered, even thought of as a nation, man. So that's just neither here nor there. But that's what they had to understand too. Now, not that, and they're not going to look out and not going to neglect our women, but it's just the fact that, a lot of women just think that, like, that's from programming things, from the Disney programming, or there's things that they're brought up, like, listen, that their women are being taught now that they're the prize. It's like, man, like, this is not Jeremiah 6:2. They're being taught that, the woman is like, not just natural. When we're being taught that, like, it's all about us, and it's about the words about the Most High house, but Point being is that this, man, let's get inside right, man, because that's why a lot of times too that whole wickedness of woman, that doesn't, like, that's not absolving wicked men at all. That's just saying inherently in nature. But let's go into this too, because I want to get into this, because a lot of times, like the brother somebody firstborn mentioned, you know he said, listen, man, because it's certain, like, because women will do this, right? I know it's even got scriptural example of this, like First Samuel 25, right? Most women will understand, like, do this, man. They'll, even if they have a wicked or like foolish husband, things that nature, they'll still admit, like, yeah, that's my husband, even though, like, Abigail said he's a foolish man, like he knows he's a son of Belial, he's a foolish man. Like, even with true, that's like, that's, I've seen that in my lifetime. But most men, if they have really a bad wife, man, like, a bad significant other, they don't even tell nobody. They just, like, that's why a lot of times they take them forever to come home. Especially Edomites, they be at the bar drinking. But, well, Jake don't really do that too much. They just try to, like, find somewhere else to do, or go stay over their homie's house, or just to get away from her. But a lot of times too, but they won't really admit it. I've seen that in my lifetime for the most part. Cause yeah, but that actually goes into a word. But let's grab this for real quick, man, because I want to show you that this is all talking about this is all talking about, like, it's not just talking about the natural woman, man, woman's wickedness, but cause yeah, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 25, real quick, man. It says, yeah, exactly, yeah. And this is also, no, I'm just gonna go into this too, because it says the wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. So yeah, now this actually goes into this, man, like, because let's go Jeremiah 6:2 real quick. So yeah, let's go Jeremiah 6:2. Because a lot of times too, it's all holy mirror, man. Like, we always talk about this, man. Like, it's all reflection. Like, especially, like, for the men. Like, that's why when we see the state of our women, it's just a reflection of how we doing, how we treat, and how we act towards the Most High house shot. Even certain, like, even women, when children don't listen to you, it's just a domino effect. Are you not listening to your husband? Well, it's this word, you're in the word, out the word. And husband and the Most High house shot, and even elderly people, man, when, like, they see the younger generation, see, now that's another story as well. There's a lot of factors into that, but it's really a fraction of, like, okay, how are you acting towards the Most High house shot, man? Because listen, Isaiah even said, "See me in old age." I remember, never forget this. I always said this, like, I was downtown, brothers bringing out the word. I was like, "Sis, come here to word." It's an elderly sister. She said she was kind of proud, like, I didn't really condemn her. I was just like, all right, cool. She was trying to hear, trying to hear, but she said, "Listen, I know, because I get it when you're older, like, things of that nature. Not even because, like, you can't assume, because a lot of times too we make this mistake, like, we tell when we come in the word, present the word to our people, because, like, I came in conventional way, like, listen, like, you present the word to your people that would know we're the people of the book, we're the Israelites, things of that nature, and, like, and you just try to hit them off with the word, and a lot of times too we forget, since they're older, they heard this stuff before, they, like, it might be newer information, like, the Most High house child woke us up during his time, it might be newer information to us, but they probably heard this before. So, but, like, that's just another thing with that. But that's a reflection of when older people see younger people, see how they don't listen. Like, it's all a reflection of how, like, how you don't listen, even though you in your older age still listen to Most High house child. Because listen, he said, listen, seek me in old age. But that's neither here nor there. But let's get this Jeremiah 6:2. I have likened the door of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So yeah, it says, the wickedness of the wickedness of her woman changes her face and darkens her countenance like sackcloth. So yeah, let's get this too, wicked woman, man. Let's go with Daniel real quick, man, because let me grab this, man, because yeah, I touched on this, like, speaking of this, like, then that's all part of coming the conventional way, man. That's spiritually maturing, like, trying the focus on gospel, like, focus on testimony, most ain't house shot, man. It's like certain scriptures that, like, I revised now, like, okay, that wasn't talking about that, man. Like, Most High, it's always a blessing when the Most High house shot opens up your understanding. Cause yeah, man, cause when I first heard this verse, man, I thought it was like, listen, let's get Daniel 9:7, cause this lines up with this Sirach we just read. It says, "Oh, how righteous belongeth unto thee." Unto us confusion of faces, as unto this day, the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, that are the country, whether thou thou hast driven them, but because they're trespassing, they had trespassed against thee. So like even this, like when I was watching, I ain't gonna say their names, but I was watching a certain video from a certain camp one time congregation, like and I thought this at the time it's very feasible. I think I did a video about it, like that confusion of faces. I thought I was like, listen, we can't nowadays. You can't tell who's Jake or who's not, who's of the nation, who's not, who's Israelite, who's not. Like but no, that's not that's talking about. This is talking about being like being shamed. Like we're doing like bringing shame to the Most High Yahushua's name, man, by like idolatry, confusion of faces. Like that's just going to shame. It's going into this the wickedness. Let's get to Sirach chapter because if we go into other translations, that's what it's going into, man. Actually, let's look at this in good news. But let's go to this, let's go to Sirach chapter 25 and verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkens her countenance like sackcloth. Let's grab this too, and then we're gonna get Ezra real quick at this too, because I gotta get ready to go. Daniel 9 and verse 8. It says, Daniel 9 verse 7. It says, let's see this, and this is a good news translation with the it says, Yahweh are always do what is right, but we have brought disgrace. See, bring that shame and disgrace. We have brought disgrace on ourselves. Yeah, Hosea 13:9. Israel, you brought this on thyself. Brought disgrace on ourselves. This is the true of all of us who live in Judah and Jerusalem, and all scattered and all the Israelites who have scattered in the countries near and far, because they were unfaithful to you. So yeah, that's what that confusion of faces about. It's not like it's not talking about like you can't tell who's the nation, who's an Israelite or not. No, it's talking about like the shame and disgrace we brought on the Most High Yahushua's name, and that's kind of what we're gonna read in this next verse a little bit. But let's go to Ezra 9 and 7, and also too this is in Baruch. This confusion of faces, I believe. Yeah, let's go to Ezra 9 and 7. That's what that's talking about, because to kind of go into that, man. But that's why that I'm gonna hit the Isaiah later, Where is that going to? Ezra. Okay, Ezra 9 and 7. Ezra 9 and 7. And it says, since the days of our fathers, we have great trespass unto this day, and we for our iniquities we have our kings, our priests, and been delivered in the hands of the kings of the land, to the sword, to captivity, to a spoil, to confusion of face, as it is to this day. So exactly, as confusion of face, yeah, great shame and disgrace. That's what that's talking about. It's not talking about because I was even wrong on this, man. Like I was wrong on this, because I remember I did that video. I think I remember doing that video outside of clip outside when I was working for a city. I on that step, but that's actually not, I think it's still out there, but but yeah, man, it's just like it's talking about that shame and disgrace. That's what confusion faces. That's why let's look at this one more time. The wickedness of a woman, because it's not talking about just a natural woman, because it's all reflection, man. So because wickedness of a woman changes her face, and darkens her countenance like sackcloth. So yeah, exactly, man. So let's get this in Brute real quick. I think it's Brute with 115. Yeah, going into that confusion of faces, I believe. Brute. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Baruch chapter 1, verse 15. It says, and he shall say, Baruch 1 and 15, he shall say unto the Lord, saying the same thing as Daniel 9 and 8 and Ezra 7, 9 and 7. It says, and he shall say to the Lord, our God belongeth righteousness, but unto us the confusion of faces, as it came to the pass unto the dead them. No, let me read this again. Let me read it right. I'm reading a little too fast. And ye shall say, this is saying the same thing as Daniel, because Daniel and Jeremiah, Baruch, they was all in Babylon. So not during the same time, of course, but this all saying the same thing. It says, Baruch chapter 1 verse 13, and ye shall say to the Lord our God, belongeth righteousness, but unto us confusion of faces, as it is, as it is come to pass unto them in Judah and to inhabitants of Jerusalem, yeah, and the scattered throughout the four corners of the earth too, man. Where we're scattered, man, like shame, disgrace us as a nation, man, because like like the brother sent me firstborn said, and other brothers as well, like those curses in Deuteronomy, man, 28, man, like that was just from us, like the blessings and curses was for us as a entirety as a nation, man. Not just now of course there's a remnant, even of course over four corners of earth that's still living righteously, still living faithfully, but that was just for us as a nation, man. So and also too, man, like the brother sent me firstborn said, it isn't always curses. Sometimes it's a bad life decision. But yeah, it is curses because actually, but you can line up with the curses because if you what was it in Proverbs it says, listen, a curse doesn't affect anybody that doesn't deserve them. So yeah, so yeah, that could be a curse, but it's not always that doesn't all absolve this curses in Deuteronomy 20. It doesn't always absolve bad decisions that we make, even before the word, even in the word, man, because that's just is what it is. Now, well, listen, we are, but no, that's where that mercy comes in. Listen, because we can't there's certain things we are as people that we do go through, we do go through, even but still had to have that mercy and compassion on people that Mark 6:34, like how Shad did, because listen, even in that, man, Zechariah 2:8, most high Yahushua says, listen, even in y'all, I'm seeing what y'all going through now. Y'all still the apple of my eye, but y'all just I can't rock with y'all right now, man. Because seriously, and actually that's what I'm about to get into the next verse. I was about to get into something else, but yeah. Let's get next verse, man. Ecclesiastes, also in Sirach chapter 25:18 says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear it, he shall sigh bitterly. So yeah, just like the point we was talking about earlier, man, because I've seen this in my lifetime, man. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters seen it too, like when a certain man has a this unruly disobedient wife or significant other or girl, he's just sighs. He's just he don't even want to come home. He go over his homie house playing man. The Edomites, they go to the bar and get drunk. Because and also too, that's just going to women, no matter what. Because here's the thing too with our people too. Listen, the woman is going to be a woman. Is in their nature, man. The brother that actually, shout out the brother sent me firstborn too. He was saying this other 2 days ago in his class. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is. No matter what the nation is, but we listen, is our woman out of order, of course, but if you go out, it's more of a liberal Western woman thing too. This because a lot of times too and that's where that second Ezra 3 comes in. And when the good news, he said, listen, I went to Babylon. I thought, okay, they no, let's get it real quick, man, because we can't always do that. Have that type of mindset too, because it's not just our women as well. It's also too, but men have to realize too, it starts with the man. Everything starts with the man. So, how we're acting to the Most High Yahushua. Listen, that's what it is. That's why he says in was it Hosea or Amos? He said, listen, your daughters shall be harlots in the street, but I will not punish them. Because why? He's showing you a reflection of how you're acting towards me. So that's just is what it is. So that's what our brothers in the world, out the world, got to understand, man. Even me to the degree, because it can be vexing and annoying, but it's all a reflection of how we're acting. But let's grab this real quick. Just for that point. Second Ezra 3 real quick. Second Ezra 3 to the point I just made. Second Ezra 3 and verse 28. I said to myself, perhaps Babylon has been allowed to conquer Jerusalem because the people who live there are better than we are. But when I got to Babylon, I saw more sins than I could count. For now 30 years I have seen more sinners here. So yeah, man. And so I was perplexed. So yeah, same thing here. Even I say for myself example, man. Just we see how Jake acts, man. How our people act, man. The state of our people, what we do, man. It's really bad. It's really because listen, man. Because we bring because we do something, we do something to the highest level with things of nature. But listen, man, I worked in corporate America, man. All these Edomites, man, there, man, they just as bad as us, man. They party during the week. How they be acting, man. So yeah, it is what it is with that too. So I don't always think about not only this Esau things of nature of them, but all the other nations too. Because listen, all across the world, man. Because listen, those Ishmaelites, Arabs over there, man. Listen, I was in the halal spot. No, one of the halal restaurants near me, a few blocks away from me, man. They get good service, man. But on there, man, I was watching it. I was watching it, man. And they walk around like it's on live TV. Them walking around the cobblestone, things of that nature. Like so yeah, they do this just as wicked over there, on the four corners of the earth too. Because that's another thing too. Listen, I'm not against or opposed for y'all brothers, sisters, anybody moving out the country, whether in the or out the world. There's nothing wrong with that. Shoot, Lord willing, I might one day. I don't know, but but listen, we strangers, pilgrims of the earth, so it doesn't really matter. But but things they just as wicked overseas over there too as well. Because over Ham, like Ham, those Hamites there do over there in Africa, man. Like we know the stuff they be doing over there too. So it's not always can't always have that mindset, man. It's a word like the world. First John says the whole world is in wickedness, man. So it might be grossly evil here because we live here, but because I'll say this me personally, because my brother travels across the world too. He's been to Africa. He says, listen, it's not like that. No, it is wicked over there, but the place he's at is more. It's not like how America is. It's crazy, man. But this is what it is with that. But I'm not going to get too delve into that topic. Delve into that too much, man. But let's go grab this too. Her husband shall sit among shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear, he shall sigh bitterly. Exactly, man. So that's it is, and that's what the Most High House is doing, man. Like he's just like, because a lot of times too, this is us as a nation, man. Like he thinks, even though we are still like Zechariah 2:8 says, even he says, listen, y'all still the apple of my eye, but man, he said, listen, man, see how we're acting right now as a nation, in the world, out the word, man. He's like up there in heaven's like, oh my gosh, man, oof, like that's that husband sign, man. Like it's not because these aren't just. So when we see these women here all the time, like this brother sent me firstborn said, and other brothers as well. Like it's not always talking about natural women, man. That's what It's all things like always starts like on earth as it happens. Things are like brother Kwame Call always says, man. Things always start in the spiritual realm and they just happen to manifest in the physical realm, man. So, yeah, man. That's just what it was. Let's get this Psalms chapter 4 real quick. Then I'm gonna close out with this, man. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's just going to because because we yeah, man. Because the last video we did on this, man, we talked about the woman's wickedness, talking about how we did what we did to Yahushua, man. And he says, "Give me any plague of the heart and but any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman, man. He was sorrowful unto death. Any wickedness of the wickedness of the woman. What we did. It is what it is, man. But it's all comes in how they come in the Bible. But let's grab this Psalms 4 and 2 real quick though. Psalms 4 and 2 exactly says, "O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame?" Yeah, see that shame again, like we read in Daniel 9, Ezra, and Baruch. Yeah, that's confusion of faces, that shame, that disgrace. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity, and seek after leasing Selah? So yeah, man. That's just is what it is, man. Like pretty much like Proverbs 1 says, how simple is how long would you love simplicity, man? Because we're simple, man. It is what it is, man. It's collective, man. And it's not like shoot, myself included, man. I'm not like So I'm saying, speaking of us as a nation, man. It's just is what it is, man. But how do speaking of that shame, let's close out with Isaiah real quick. So. Because there's ways out of this, man. And this ties into that lack of knowledge, the one we just, the video, what we just discussed, man. This is how we get, let's get Isaiah 45 and 17. Because this is how we, we're not going to, this is how it is. As long as we're, killing off the inward man, dying to the flesh, dying to the inward man. Renewing your mind, being born again, becoming as a little child, killing off a new man, being a new creature, dying to the flesh daily, keeping the faith of the Most High Yahweh, and instructions, laws, statutes, commandments. This is how we get rid of that shame, because this is how we're going to be saved. Israel, I was about to say Israel, Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, a world without end. So yeah, man, that's is what it is, man. So, yeah, man. So. Hopefully it's edifying, man. Yeah, man. That's just is what it is. Hopefully it's edifying, man. Hopefully the Most High Yahweh blesses y'all brothers and sisters day. Y'all, hopefully y'all have a good week. The Lord willing, we get through this week. Those that's on y'all little breaks, whatever. Enjoy your break, man. Because it's winter break for some, for me. Depending on what you do for a living. But yeah, man. Anyway. Peace.